What is up, my YouTube people? As you can tell, the little beginning there was the course of sport. It looks rough, but technically it's not as rough than I thought it was. I like to get a new one, but right now it's hard to find one in stock. There's a couple places that I can get it right now for 125, 130 bucks. Jegs has got it in stock. I can go and get one from them. You know, it's 45 minutes away from my house. The other thing is there's a couple companies that are out of stock or on back order. So for right now, what I'm going to do is, as you can tell in the little clip that I showed you right here, I ended up cutting that section out because that was the spot it's bad. And then over here, I didn't get to this one yet because there's going to be a little bit more cutting. So I'm going to have to custom make some stuff here, as you can tell. So I gotta put some sheet metal in there, try to get some of that out. So this side's going to take a little longer. I never ever in my life have done I have not done fab work. So this fab work that I'm going to try, wish me luck. Never done it. I'm just using a little flex coil welder that you get at Harbor Freight for $100. I hope it works. I took a old hood off of a buddy's car of mine, ended up cutting a bunch of sections out of it just to throw in the scrap bin. I found some pieces that I cut down to the measurements that I need. I'm going to try to do that. Like I said, it's just sheet metal off of a hood. I just cut the skin up off the hood, just in case if I ever need it to patch anything or cover a hole or anything. I don't like doing this stuff. I rather buy brand new, like especially the Corsa Sport. I like to buy a brand new Corsa Sport because, like I said, I'm not very good at fab work. I've never done it, never tried it. I think today's going to be the day I'm going to try it, just because, for one, when Rock Auto gets theirs in stock, I will buy a Corsa Sport through Rock Auto. Rock Auto has them for, I think, either 85 or 90 bucks shipped to my door, free shipping. So they're just completely out of stock. A lot of people has them, but the price has went up on the Corsa Sports. And like I said, this is a budget build, so I'm just using what I have laying around the garage for right now. I'm hoping maybe this summer I can get a new Corsa Sport to put on here, because this one, it's not bad. It's just rusted in some spots, and this is actually just needs cleaned up. It's not actually through the metal, it's just surface rust. Over here, same thing. It's just surface rust. It's not actually through anything. This thing is pretty solid. Even down at the bottom, it's pretty solid, except for the two corners. The two corners, this is where an air thing would sit. This guy here, that's where this guy sits down in there. And dirt, as you can tell, there's a lot of dirt. I gotta tear this thing apart, take the filter out, and try to get a new filter, and then we're going to stick it back down in here. So, and that's where that thing's sat. So getting dirt and stuff up underneath there in the winter time, salt and all that crap, it really takes a toll. If you live anywhere where there's a lot of snow, or you get snow and they use, see, here in Ohio we use salt on our roads. We don't use sand. I wish they did, because it will be less damage to the vehicles. But they actually use salt still on our roads here in Ohio, especially where the town I'm from. They use tons of salt on the side roads, main roads, so it takes a toll. That's why this truck does not come out of the garage in the wintertime. Because there are some spots that's still rusted, you know, like the rocker panels, or I still gotta get rockers for both sides and stuff. So, and right now it's hard to get any parts. It's not hard to get them, it's just the price went up because everybody's drag racing these S10s. Everybody's drag racing S10s and Mustangs on the streets right now. That's the popular vehicles right now, because the Mustangs and the S10s are very light, and it's a very quick process of dropping a V8 down in it to do a V8 swap. It's very fast, very easy to do a V8 swap. So everybody's doing S10s and Mustangs to do those V8 swaps. So but I was going to make this truck into a drag truck, a street play truck, whatever you want to call it. But I kind of went a different route. Too many people are doing it. If I'm going to do anything drag racing wise, I want to do something that I want to use a car that nobody else has, like a Barracuda, or you know, any Mopar, anything else besides S10s, Novas, and Mustangs. You see a lot of that stuff. You don't really see like GTOs and Barracudas and Cudas, and because those vehicles are old and heavy still. So a lot of people are using these little vehicles, little pickup trucks and stuff like that. Like, you don't see too many Ford Rangers. I've probably seen a handful of Ford Rangers. A lot of people are starting to do the Ford Ranger V8 swap now. So like I said, this is the first time I'm ever doing fab work on anything. So since I'm going to buy a new Corsa Sport eventually this summer, I'm going to go ahead and try to fab this in. I'm going to go ahead and weld a piece in here and see what happens. And if it turns out looking nice, then I will do the other side. And maybe this is something I can get into if someone has a Corsa Sport in the shape like mine is. Mine's not in real bad shape. It's just the corners are in a really bad shapes where the salt and stuff laid at. Like, a lot of this stuff can be cleaned up and repainted, honestly. But like I said, I like to have a new one. So I'm going to end up buying a new one. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fab this section in and see what happens. Hopefully it turns out good. We're going to find out. And if you guys would like to, leave a comment in the bottom if anybody else has any ideas, an easier way to do this. So like I said, I'm just going to put a piece of metal in there, tack weld it, and see what happens. So stay tuned to the next video, because the next video I will have it in place and hopefully tack welded for you guys. If I don't see you guys in the next day or two, hopefully you guys have a good, happy New Year's. Be safe out there. Peace. Have fun.